Right, hey, good morning everyone. Welcome. Here we are. We are live from Monza in Italy. It's the Cathedral of Speed, and it's the PinkDrive Drive for Cancer, brought to you by Raceface.pro and a whole bunch of sponsors. We've got a whole bunch of penalties being handed out to drivers, and about 5,000 rands worth of prize money, which we're going to be distributing during at the end of the race to various positions, but I'll leave that up to Bertus to decide what we're doing. Just a big thank you to our main sponsor. Thanks Mr. Gavin Scruton, who came on board from Caribou Networks, and they gave us a very generous sponsor, and hopefully will be joining us going forward, so much appreciated there, sir. Right, good. We're just about to kick it off. We've got 60 seconds. Cars are going to head out for the normal warm-up laps. There's no league details or anything here. This is going to be a simple 2-hour burn from beginning to end, but I'll try and keep you updated as to what the penalties are, because there are sponsored penalties. All money that has been sponsored obviously goes to the Pink charity, and we've got things like forced drive-throughs, start from back of grid, purchasing of pole position there, etc, etc. So one of the more fun events, more relaxing events, and look at that, the field looks amazing. Everybody having done superb work on their liveries, a whole bunch of pink cars, and it looks awesome to see. Couple of missing cars, as we can see, but I think there is some load shedding going on, so that's unfortunate, but I'm sure we're still going to be in for a good race. Currently I have 23. We were supposed to have 29, so yeah, good 6 cars that didn't come. They might still join. I know Bertus has put the full entry list in, so let's see what happens and what transpires going forward. As they make their way around for the opening lap. I think I've got my video settings on the wrong settings. Just give me 2 seconds here. Good, that should be good. There we go. We've got Wild Willie Wentworth, who's already got a drive through, and he hasn't even completed the warm-up lap. Jordan Sherritt in the pits, the legend that is. Oh, alright, penalties have been cleared. Those are not part of the game or the sponsored results, so we'll see what happens. Get my controls back. Here we go. So we have Mr. Jordan Sherritt out in a Jaguar, the Jag, and he's going to start from pits, as this is a fun event. I think we also have Mr. Ryan Ottens, who's going to be coming back from the pits and in one of the big Mercedes. So they're in the pits and they're going to start from there. A complete mix of manufacturers, as we can see here. We've got Hondas, there's a whole lot of Porsches, BMWs, McLarens, there's a Lexus there, AMG Mercedes, and some Ferraris, and a Aston. So the only thing I don't see here is a Bentley or a Nissan, but otherwise pretty much maxed out manufacturers. I'm going to drop in every now and then to the comms box. We'll have a word with Bertus and with Russ, but let's see how it goes. Thanks to everybody on the YouTube for joining us. How's it, Chris? Christian Deploy, Peter Westhuizen, Robert Wentworth, grand to have you here, and hope you enjoyed the coverage. I will, as usual, do my best to bring you the closest dice as we can find. There's an awesome pick. Look at that. Jean Leroux, I think, has left the I forget what they're called when you're doing the skinning of the car. He's left the wireframe on the livery, so that looks quite different, but that's a mistake. But anyway, it's still a pink car. Good, we're going to go to Helicam and we'll try and bring you from about Hansi Meyerberg's position, maybe a bit further back. Gavin Scruton, there he is in 5th place. Primary sponsor for the prize money today from Caribou Network, so thank you. Right, let's see how we get on with this. 2 hours.
Go, go, go.
We're off. 120 minutes of Monza, the Cathedral of Speed. Behave, gents. Oh, we're 3 abreast up front. Oh, we're almost 4 abreast. Oh, the 2 Hondas, Erasmus and Leroux, with the BMW of Meyerberg and De Villiers in the Porsche. Excellent. Everybody's applying the brakes. Everybody's coming through the first chicane. Oh no, that BMW went a little bit off track. Don't think there was too much damage incurred, and he'll get back on. And I can't tell you who that BMW was, but it is. Just let our timing screens update as they go through the second chicane. Guys just avoiding action so they don't get turned around. Right, we should be all good to go. William Wentworth, come on sir, get going. Oh, he's gone back to pits. He's got a mechanical problem there. Daniel De Villiers in the Porsche. He is out ahead of Hansi Meyerberg. So we have Daniel De Villiers leading, and indeed I think William, he has in fact disconnected. So I'm going to say he probably had load shedding just kick in at 10 o'clock, and that's disconnected the poor man. De Villiers from Meyerberg, from Luke Addison, the legend. Luke Addison, he's out in the Rapid Honda. And here they come down to Parabolica. Luke Addison going up the inside of Meyerberg and getting past. Hopefully everything's good and on and working. It all looks good on my side, and high quality stream. Here we go. 2 hours on a Sunday morning. The Pink Drive for Cancer, brought to you by Raceface.pro. And into the first chicane, we've got Hansi Meyerberg defending completely against Francois Erasmus's Honda. We've also got Jean Leroux there in a Honda. So there's a whole bunch of Hondas out here. There it is. And they have made a huge break from Honda Cross. Here he comes in a Lexus. Haven't seen that on the track for a while. And he's having a good dice with Devon Ellis in his M4. Further back, we have Bernard Barkhuizen in one of the Ferraris, closely followed by Mr. Gavin Scruton himself. Ooh, almost has a look into the second chicane. Thinks better of it. Behind him, it's Devon Delport in a McLaren, and then some heavy dicing with JW Volskenk here from Hybrid Academy, and Lazar Cavor in a Ferrari. They go through Lesmo 1 and Lesmo 2. Further back, we've got Wynand Kastop. Here he is in the McLaren, looking superb. Sunjun Pillay in his BMW, and he's having a dice with Craig and Clough in the PWSR BMW. Oh, behind them, Cameron de Bastos and Heinrich de Vet. Heinrich de Vet in the Aston going a little bit deep into the chicane. Oh, as is the Honda coming out of there. Where is Jordan Sherritt? Oh, here he comes. So Jordan hammering around in the Jag. He started from the pits. And Ryan Ottens He's even further back. So Ryan literally right at the back of the grid. So we are at 23 cars, with unfortunately Mr. Wentworth having disconnected. Right, back to the leaders, and it's Daniel de Villiers. PinkDrive Porsche, and he is in fact making way here. Well, there's been some problems. So the other Honda, there's been a whole issue coming through the first chicane, I think. We've lost a few people. Devon Ellis is now up into third in his BMW and running well. Let's go further back. Oh, here we go. Gavin Scruton and JW having a close little session. We'll go to the helicopter view, and all seems good so far. Oh, Robert Wentworth, thank you for the update. So poor old Wild William Wentworth apparently had some work done his thorax wheel. He took the first chicane and it just carried on going right, and he can't control the car, so he's unfortunately had to disconnect. That's bad luck, man. Just looking back here at Devon Delport in the McLaren, having a close dice with Lazar Cavor. Hansi Marburg, here he is. He's all the way down in 10th. So Hansi was up in 2nd or 3rd. So he had the problem on this lap. Let's go up ahead to Onno Kraus. Onno Kraus. And he's got Mr. Barkhuizen coming up on the inside. Here comes a big defensive move into T1, first chicane. And the Ferrari does in fact manage to stop. His foot was going through the floorboards. We see a McLaren there at the back of Gavin Scruton going through the first chicane. So he's just sprinkled a bit of confetti all over the track. Right, here comes some penalties. 5-second penalty for car number 2. That is Francois Erasmus, who's gone all the way down to the back of the grid in the Honda. He was up there just now at the sharp end of the stick, so he's carrying 10 seconds already. And I think that's obviously for some contact that happened. I'm just waiting for an update coming from our race steward, Russell. Thank you. I can see you typing away feverishly. All right, going back up Onno Kraus. Oh, I think that pass has happened. Yeah, indeed. So, Russell, 10 seconds penalty or 2 sets of 5. I'm assuming that's for slight contact on lap 2 or 3. Devon Delport in his McLaren behind Maynard Kassop. And the McLaren showing a little bit of wear and tear, but these guys are teamies, matching liveries. So here comes a huge dive coming up for T1. Right, send it now. Send it. No, he doesn't send it. Look at that. Whole field of nice pink cars. Oh, that McLaren's. Oh, he gets a little bit of a punt from a Honda. That was Nordia. And further back there we can see Mr. Jordan Sherritt, who has in fact got the quickest lap, arriving in the Jag. All right, thank you, Russell. So those are not penalties for driving infractions. Those are in fact penalties that were handed out in the PinkDrive. So somebody has sponsored a 5-second penalty against that specific driver, and this is what we are now seeing. So there we go. It's all for, oh, look at that confetti all over the place. We've missed a huge moment here. That's between the two Lesmos. Full skink, let's go up to 5th. JW, oh, and as I grab him, he loses it. Let's go back 10 seconds and have a look at that. Oh, it's on the exit of the chicane, and we almost got it. It turns around. That is complete commentator's curse. He grabs the car by the scruff of the neck and puts it in a straight line and back on the track, and off he goes. Another penalties handed out. Jay Nordier is carrying 2 penalties there. Okay, all clear. So we've got this right. These are penalties from other drivers. Nordier, he has got a 10-second penalty that was donated from Martin Rautenbach. So thank you for that, Mr. Rautenbach. All right, Mr. De Bastos into the pits. Oh, and there's a turnaround there. Is that the teammates in the McLarens? It is. Let's go back 30 seconds and watch these guys. So here we're watching Devon Delport coming down to T1. I saw it happen in the background. Let's see what happens, because his teammate's not with him. Car's coming out the pits there. Okay, McLaren, hard on the brakes. Oh, look at that. Oh, straight up the inside. It's his teammate. Is it? Or is it Jaco Nordier? It's not Jaco Nordier. I don't know who that was. But, geez, he got collected from 10 years back. So, wow. That man forgot where the brake pedal was. Okay. Excuse me. Let me see if I can try and get on top of what's going on here. Here come the penalties. Cars are off all over out the chicanes. St. Pillay in his BMW looking up the inside of Hansi Marburg and thinking better of it. Right. 10-second penalty for Ryan Ottens that's been donated by Jaco Nordier. So, oh, St. John gets a little bit of a tank slapper there as he comes out of Parabolica. These guys are super close. Just behind him, that is a McLaren. But that McLaren is not on the timing screen, so that could be a lapped McLaren. In fact, I think that's Mr. Gavin Scruton's car. Oh, it is, sorry. Gavin Scruton in 7th place. There we go. I'm looking at the wrong thing. So, this is Kraus, Marburg, Pillay and Scruton for 4th, 5th, 6th and 7th. As close as you can get them. We've got Cavor still in the pits, as we have Nordier in the pits and Delport. Oh dear, and that's Pillay spinning the PinkDrive BMW into the second chicane. Manages to grab it. And it wasn't Pillay. Yeah, it was. Gavin Scruton avoiding him with the McLaren. Gee, look at the confetti here. The Mercedes, that's JW Volkskank busy trying to drive back up the track, and then in the background we can see Jordan Sherritt arriving in the Jag. So he started from the pit lane in this aging 15-year-old GT3 car, and he is now up into 8th place. I'll give you some lap times, shall I? Quickest man on the track is Jordan Sherritt. It's a 148.2. Daniel de Villiers, our leader, a 149.7, and everybody else 50s and 51s. JW Volkskank a 49.8, and this is them now. It's Sherritt and Volkskank almost side by side. Well, we got 3 abreast, and now Sherritt diving up the inside, now going up the middle. This is going to just be, look at this, 3 abreast. Okay. Sherritt gets through and goes past JW Volkskank, who now falls back into that slipstream, and they're passing cars coming out the pits. Hard on the brakes, hard on the brakes. Everybody gets on the brakes, and through T1, all good and clean. LaRue's in the pits with his Honda, possibly doing some damage repair. I'll tell you what, Daniel de Villiers is 12 seconds up the road in first place, as you can see. I'm not going to follow him because there's not much going on there, but 12-second gap to Devon Ellis in second place, with Bernard Barkhuizen in third. And then here's where the dice are. It's with the quicker drivers coming through the field. Luke Addison is still right at the back of the grid. I'm not too sure what's going on there. Let's just go and check here. Here he is. He's just cruising around. I think he's basically trying to go as slow as possible. What I can tell you is Gavin Scruton has a 10-second penalty that was donated from Stefan Herbst. And Stefan Herbst got a 10-second penalty donated from himself. So he has handicapped himself by 10 seconds. That clears that up. Ryan Otten's carrying 20 seconds. We got another 10-second penalty donated from Bernard Barkhuizen. So Ryan Ottens is climbing a mountain here. He is in 13th place, but with 20-second penalty, that's going to put him all the way back down to about 17th or 18th. Guys have been going for 15 minutes now. I'm going to pop down and go and see what the boys are talking about. Hello, Bertus and Russell. What can you tell me this fine Sunday morning?
Hey, Alan. Hello to everyone watching. We are just busy handing out penalties.
I see some intelligent drivers are handing themselves penalties. They're really giving themselves an opportunity. Eh?
Yeah. I don't know if they misunderstood the way you enter the penalties on the entry list, but we've seen quite a few. I think there are about 2 or 3 guys at least 3 or 4 guys who penalized themselves. So, but I mean, yeah, if you wanna, if that's how you want to play the game, then by all means.
Exactly. Okay, so yeah, I just needed some clarification on there. Unfortunately, as we saw, Wild Willie Wentworth, he had a steering problem on the first turn. He turned right and just carried on turning right. So he hasn't joined us, but yeah, thanks to you, Bertus and Raceface, for putting the event on, and all our other sponsors, including a big donation from Gavin Scruton of Caribou Networks.
Yes.
That's a huge prize money. PWSR has also donated. So I understand you currently sitting at 5,000 Rand. Is that correct?
5,000 Rand is the prize pool, yes. I'm still busy calculating the total amount that we are on for the charity itself.
Okay.
So I'll get to that once we've handed out all the penalties. And then, yeah, let's see. But all the viewers, please go to Raceface.pro/shop, and you can buy penalties as we go. And then, yeah, we will apply them as it comes in. So, these penalties aren't the last ones. Last time, I think at the start of the race, with all the entries and all the donations, we were at about 13,000, and then with all the penalties coming in throughout the race, we managed to get over 30,000 Rand. So there's still a lot. There's a long way to go in the race, and a lot of money to come in for cancer. So
there we go.
Get onto the site and make your donation and penalize these drivers.
Good.
They all deserve it.
Okay, I'm going to do this live. There are some people on the YouTube channel, so there you guys, Rob. Anybody else that does want to go and do a donation. As I'm commentating, unfortunately can't go and do this on the website. So please get your pen and paper out for me, Bertus. And
okay,
this is a 500 Rand donation for 30-second penalty handed out to Jordan Sherrod.
A 30-second penalty, not a drive-through.
Whichever suits you.
Okay. For 500 Rand, you can get a stop go.
Okay.
Which is 200 Rand. And then you can get 3 10-second penalties.
Okay.
So you can decide who you want to give it to.
No, look, Jordan's got to get the penalty. I mean, the man
Okay.
started from the pit lane. He's in 4th place. He's almost at the sharp end of the stick. The man needs some help. So
Yeah, for sure.
I'll
Okay.
leave it up to you, but there's the donation from PWSR. It's a 500 Rand donation to the Pink Drive. Slow that man down.
Thanks. Okay, we're going to do just that. Russ, you know what to do.
There you go. I'll just update the viewers. Martin Rautenbach, he's got a 10-second drive-through from Jean Leroux. Daniel de Villiers got a 10-second penalty from himself in the lead. So that makes a whole lot of sense. And Devin Ellis has got a 10-second penalty from Byron Kutzer of PWSR, who unfortunately can't make it today. He was going to be here, but I don't know where he is. But he's penalised his buddy Devin Ellis, who's in 2nd place. So and Jordan Sherritt's just been issued a drive-through. I cannot understand how you could get a drive-through in this kind of an event. But that's a shame, man. Really.
Poor Jordan.
There you go.
That's going to put him back so far. So we've got another penalty. Cameron de Bastos,
Yes.
who currently, I think he is in 17th. So he said his penalty is a freebie for the commentators to dish out. So there's another
Okay.
one. We need to decide. Alan, who do you think?
Okay, so just I'm watching this timing screen, and the other alien here is
Parkhuizen or Volkskamp?
no, even further back. He's idling around at 153.9, so he's kind of trying to fly under the radar here.
Addison.
He's in a Honda, and he also started from the pit lane. He should be somewhere near where Jordan is, and he isn't. So I believe it might be for him.
Okay.
So
let's give him.
yeah.
Let's give it to him. Luke Addison.
Because he's doing a dirty here. He's hanging back to stay out of all the trouble, and you know, that's not how you do this. You're either going to go in fighting or don't go in at all, and so he needs a bit of help, I think.
Yeah, I think he's playing with the plan. He's going to hang back.
Exactly.
And as you say, trying to fly under the radar, and but we'll get him.
We
see you, Luke. We see you.
We see you back there. Right, I'm jumping back to 12th place. This is an insane dice. This is De Vet in the Aston Martin with Scruton, our primary sponsorship, winner sponsorship donator from Caribou Networks, right behind him in 12th. Wynand Kassop in his McLaren, and Manuel. The 4 of them are within a second of each other. Super close racing going on here, and a lot of respect being shown by all the drivers. And it looks like they're having a lot of fun out there, Burgess.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't say much in the driver's briefing about rules or keeping it clean or anything, and it seems like everyone is just keeping it clean by themselves. So maybe we should have more fun races like this.
I think it's good fun, and it's for a good cause. I'm not sure if you saw that. I need to try and find it again. It's one of the Hondas. It's Jean Naudier.
Jaco Naudier.
Is it? No, it's not Jaco. Sorry. Hang on. Let me just get my facts straight here. No, it's Leroux. Yeah, here it is. So I'm going to zoom in on this. Are you viewing the stream?
Yes, I am.
Or are you viewing the live game?
I've got the game open.
Okay.
I've got
so 22nd place, Jean Leroux. The man has skinned his car and he's forgotten the wire frame. So it's included in the paint job. If you ever look carefully when the car comes.
He's left the layer turned on.
So it's a big spider web. It actually looks quite trick. Yeah, have a look. Yeah. Can you see, Burgess?
Yeah, I can see now.
So all good. At least he did the effort of putting a skin together. So I'm happy with that. But funny to see it. Yeah.
We'll need to find out if that was part of the plan.
Yeah, I think so. He's going to say, oh, definitely that was all meant to be.
Didn't hide the layer at all.
No, completely forgot that and thought I'm just going to send it. So all good. There we go. And he's done in 22nd, having a dice with the other Honda driver, our other resident alien, Mr. Luke Addison, who's still hovering down at the back of the field.
Yeah. I wonder when he was planning on turning it up.
Yes.
Because I mean, at some point he must decide to, okay, now it's time to go. It's like, you know.
Yep. Oh, someone's in the chicane here. I can hear a car in the sand. Just bear with me. And I can't see them now. You know how hard it is to find who has an accident because everyone's in a pink car.
It was a Lexus.
Oh, it was the Lexus. Thank you. So that was our soul Kraus, Mr. Kraus. Okay, he has got going areas. We'll go back 30 seconds and have a look what happened. All right, there we go. So let's see, Mr. Kraus. Here's a little moment. I heard it while we were talking.
Okay, so we've got another penalty that needs to go to a random driver from Hansi Mayberg.
Okay.
I guess we can decide or throw a dice.
I mean, Jordan's just done his drive-through.
No, it wasn't the Lexus. The Lexus went through clean. So it was somebody else, but all good. Yes, Jordan has in fact cleared his drive-through. So he is he's in 11th place. That didn't help much. So there goes my donation. All good and well. Thank you. Gosh, that man's quick.
Okay, Heinrich de Wet, his penalty also needs to go to any top 10 starter.
Okay. I'll
I'm
leave
gonna
this one up to you guys.
I'll tell you who the top 10 starters were. So Ryan van Wyk, who unfortunately couldn't make it.
Right.
Francois Erasmus, Hansi Mayberg, De Villiers, John Leroux, Gavin Scruton, Arne Kraus, Stefan Herbst, and Devon Alice.
Let
think-
Russ decide who gets this one.
Someone who hasn't had one, maybe Arne Kraus.
Yeah.
Wolfgang is running
Wolfgang.
around in third.
Yes.
Sorry, my bad pronunciations. He is running around in third without a penalty.
Well, I
and we've
agree.
got Marquez
Okay.
behind him.
Yeah.
Let's give it to him. Okay. Yeah.
And we've got a question on the YouTube chat asking where to buy penalties from Robert Wentworth.
From Robert Wentworth.
Robin
Bertus,
Wentworth.
Yeah.
Let me see. I will.
where do people buy penalties on the YouTube channel?
So they buy it if they go to raceface.pro / shop. Then you can buy a penalty.
Raceface.pro and then go to shop. Is that
No,
what you...
raceface.pro / shop.
Okay, there you go.
Okay, so William, we already gave the penalty to Devon Alice.
All the pink cars.
So your penalty was applied,
Okay.
the one you specified. Unless you put in another order, then obviously we will gladly apply those penalties as well. I'm seeing 1 or 2 penalties coming in from Justin Lotus, Henry Horn, Robert Wentworth, a couple from Justin Lotus. So we'll start to apply those shortly.
Cool. Sounds good. Looks good. We are 28 minutes into this race. A quarter of the race done and dusted. And De Villiers is doing well up at the shop end of the stick. A good flag drop and go for De Villiers in the Porsche. And numbers of seconds up. He's 15 seconds, but with a 10-second penalty, so he's still in the lead by 5 seconds over Devon Alice, who's also carrying a 10 seconds, so that puts him 10 seconds further back, and Volskenk. So that's going to put Bernard Barkhuizen in the Ferrari into second place by the looks of things as we stand right now.
I think he needs a penalty.
When do the penalties get automatically added to their first pit stop?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
thanks.
As soon as they stop, the penalties to be cleared as part of it. If they finish the race, it gets added to that time.
All right, good call. So Robert Wentworth on the YouTube saying, right, he understands what's going on and he's apologized to Manuel, but he's laughing hysterically. So,
Okay, so I'm just finishing up the initial penalties, and then we'll get to the penalties that came in during the race so far, and I see there are about seven penalties that came in so far. So it's coming in,
Awesome.
which is good. And,
maybe if you can, I don't know if you can, it might be extra work, Bertus, but see if you can try and run a tally for us on how much we've totaled for the donation.
Okay, yeah, let me
could be
get
good.
to that. Yeah.
JW Volkskank being issued a 10-second from Mr. Hansi Meyerberg. So there we go.
Mr. Paul Gleed gave his penalty to the winner. Now we don't know who's going to win, but let's give it to the leader then.
I mean, he is a lap up, so.
Well, he's not. He's only 15 seconds. There we go. But minus the 10 seconds, so he's 5 seconds ahead. So if you at 30 minutes, yeah, give him another 10 seconds. I mean, the man's too fast. So we have Mr. Barkhuizen here in 5th place. Bernard Barkhuizen, he's in the Sol Ferrari, an Italian car at Monza at the Cathedral of Speed, and is essentially in net second. So I'm sure somebody needs to give this man a penalty soon. Sunjin Pillay in 5th place, managing to keep himself out of drama even though he had a spin earlier. He is up into 5th in his BMW. Divine Sim Network. Martin Rautenbach in another Honda, who's carrying a 10-second penalty. Good man. He's in 6th place. It's the Kinetic Simworks team. So, Bertus, let us know once you've kind of done some tallies and where we're at as far as the donation amounts go. And those of you on YouTube, please feel free. Please get online. Go to raceface.pro/shop and donate. It's all for a good cause. It's all for the fun of the event. And yeah, a good cause. Did I say that? I did. Onno Kroos, he gets a 10-second from Heinrich de Wet. And Daniel de Villiers gets another 10-second penalty from Paul Gleed. So our leader now carrying 20 seconds. So our leader is no longer our leader. Right now, we have Mr. Bernard Barkhuizen in the lead. Craig and Clow, I'm just going to jump down to him for PWSR. He is right under the wing of Mr. Paul Gleed. So these two BMWs having a huge race here. And impressive to see the pace that Jordan Sherritt can wring out of a 15-year-old GT3 car, starting from the pits, getting a drive-through, and he is in 9th place at the moment.
in a Jag.
In a Jag. His last lap was in fact his best lap, a 148.2 around Monza. So we know the car is quick in a straight line, but you also got to get around a couple of corners to make that count, and he's doing 48s. Our leader, Daniel de Villiers, his last lap was a 149.7. So Jordan Sherritt's a second quicker than the leader at the moment. Thanks to everybody on the YouTube channel. Great to have you here, and feel free to drop some comments. Tell us what you think. There's a B3ANZA mooring. Good morning. Banza.
I've just had a message from my wife, disappointed that you're not racing, Bertus. She wanted to give you a penalty.
I was contemplating it. If we had like 18 or 19 cars, I was thinking of maybe jumping in myself. I had 3 guys giving me penalties in the entries.
Okay.
So
Okay.
because every entry could issue 1 penalty to another driver. So I know Luke Addison wanted to give me a penalty, and I don't know who the other guys were, but yeah. So I would have started about 20 or 30 seconds down out of the blocks.
We've just seen Ryan Ottens do a pass on Hansi Meyerberg in the BMW. So Ryan Ottens now up into 8th place. He's also carrying a massive 20-second penalty, as is expected. So he's not really in 7th place at the moment. Further back again, Mr. Sherritt, he goes through and he is now up into 9th in the Jag. So we currently have 20... Is that William Wentworth back? No, he's not. So 23 drivers from the original 29. I think Eskom kind of scuppered a few people's ideas to come race this morning, gents.
Yeah, definitely. I had a couple of messages, and especially our pole sitter, Mr. Ryan van Wyk, he donated 2,000 rand.
I saw that,
I think that deserves a special mention.
Yeah, let's say that.
But unfortunately, he couldn't make it because of Eskom. So yeah, that's where we are. So I've got a number for you, Alan. So we are currently standing on 9,150 rand in the donation pool.
That's awesome.
To the Pink Drive. So yeah, almost at the first milestone, the 10K milestone, and then we'll see how far we can get from there.
Yeah. Morning, Gideon Renner on the YouTube channel. Thanks for joining us. We want you now to please go to Raceface.pro/shop and donate gladly to the driver you think needs a drive-through or a 10-second penalty, and submit it, please. Sponsorship, as Berta said, 9,000, what did you say, 150 Rand already accumulated. So we're trying to raise as much as we can, and we're aiming to try and get to 10,000 before the first hour is up. So we're about 850 shy of that. So please, guys, go and give a driver a penalty. Mr. Barkhuizen is flying under the radar. He is currently the leader, although it doesn't say it on the timing screen. He needs a penalty.
Definitely, he needs a penalty.
He's in a Ferrari at Monza. I mean, what the heck? Somebody's got to give him a penalty. So somebody go and part with some money and give that man a hiding. Oh, we're watching a good dice come through the second chicane, yeah?
Okay, so I'm working through the penalties as they come in so far, and we have a 10-second penalty to JW Volkskenk from Henry Horn. So thank you so much, Henry Horn.
Thank you, Henry Horn. Awesome. So JW Collector, is that not his second one?
That's his second one, yes.
Okay. Yes, he got one from Hansi Marburg. So JW now carrying 20 seconds. There we go. Thank you, Russell, for updating. We're watching Martin Rautenbach in the Honda all over the back of Sunjin Pillay, who just vanished in front of my screen. He's gone into the chicane. He's come out the chicane, and that pass gets done. Rautenbach moves into 5th place, but geez, I needed to redesign the timing screen that I could add the penalties and see where the drivers are. I'm sure all of you at home can work that out. Just take their current position and add 20 seconds and look at the deltas, and that's where they are. Devon Ellis is doing well in 2nd place. If we had to remove the penalties, that man's driving exceptionally well. Part of the Team Try Hard Racing Pink Drive initiative. And he's clear in 2nd place, but only by 9 seconds behind De Villiers in the Porsche. And he's doing well.
Okay, so we've got a penalty coming in, sorry, Alan, from Justin Lotus to Jordan Sherritt.
There we go.
A stop-go.
Shame the poor guy. All right, Gideon Renner saying, Gideon on YouTube also saying he thinks Jordan needs some more. So straight away, somebody heard that, and Justin Lotus has initiated a drive-through penalty aimed specifically at Mr. Jordan Sherritt. And there we go.
I just
he's
need to...
already got a drive-through, and now he's got to stop go 30.
Yeah.
I just need to make sure if we made it stop go 30 or stop go 10. I can't remember. Let me just have a look.
It says stop go 30.
Okay.
So
stop go penalty.
I'm just doing what you tell me.
Exactly.
Okay.
Oh, Paul Gleed. No, it wasn't Paul Gleed. It was Van and Kassop, I think. He just hammered the second chicane in his McLaren. Track is looking decidedly cluttered and messy from cars spilling confetti all over the place. The whole back section between. Hang on, let me just get my mind straight here, and I'll explain to you, gents. Oh, we have a spin. De Bastos turns the McLaren round at the second chicane. Erasmus. Yesterday, Erasmus hammers that sausage curb and the car almost goes into orbit.
Russ, can you change that stop go 30 to a stop go 10? You might need to clear.
Unfortunately, he's serving it. So I
Oh, he's serving it. Okay,
Yeah.
no, then we stick to stop go 30s.
There we
Sorry,
go.
guys.
The man's extremely efficient. He is in the pits right now and he's serving that.
Okay.
So there we go.
Well, there's another stop go 30 coming
Oh,
from
dear.
Justin Lotus to Daniel de Villiers.
Oh, all right. Okay, not to Jordan. Somebody else this
No.
time. Okay, good.
No.
Right. Again, gents, on the YouTube channels, come on, guys. We need to get there. We've got 19 minutes and counting. We're trying to get to 10,000 Rand donation for the Pink Drive. There's a Ferrari in 4th place that hasn't received a penalty. Somebody needs to give this man a penalty. So go to Raceface.pro/shop and decide on a donation, a penalty, and it's aimed at Bernard Barkhuizen. Do it. Do it. You know it's right. So
Okay, so
yep.
we've got another penalty coming in from Robert Wentworth, going to Nicholas Manuel, and it's a drive-through.
Oh, Nicholas Manuel. He is cruising around here in 16th place. Here he is for ZAR Racing. Stunning looking Mercedes-Benz. And he's unfortunately going to have to visit the pit lane there because of a donation by, did you say Mr. Wentworth?
Yes, Robert Wentworth.
There we go.
William's brother, as far as I know. Okay, so your wish has come true.
Daniel
Alan.
de Villiers on YouTube asking who gave him penalties. How can Daniel de Villiers be typing when he's driving? What is going on here? Oh, he's not in the race anymore. Oh,
Is he not
in
in
the
the
pits.
race?
No, he is. He's
Oh,
in the
in the
pits.
pits.
Okay,
Okay.
so I think he's listening to us. Daniel, if you can hear
Yeah.
us. Daniel.
We've got from Daniel de Villiers, has got from Justin Lotus, Paul Gleeds, and that's
And-
all I can see from the list.
And from himself.
And from himself.
Yeah,
sorry.
there you go.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, so Bernard Barkhuizen
Bernard Barkhuizen is
finally
getting, yes.
getting a penalty, a stop go 30.
Oh, stop go 30. Wow.
There we go.
And who's that from, sir?
And that's from Justin Lotus.
Oh, Justin, good man. You've done your good deed for the day. Don't stop. There we go.
He's done a couple so far, so
He has.
thanks, Justin.
Thank you, Justin. That's impressive. This man de Villiers is driving around in the Porsche. He's out in 11th place, and he's already got that. He didn't clear. He's got 20 seconds still next to his name. Is that correct?
Yeah, maybe he didn't serve his penalty, or he didn't. I think if you serve a drive-through or stop-go, then it doesn't serve your time penalty. So when he goes into the pits for his pit stop, then
Okay.
he'll probably serve the other penalty.
Martin Rautenbach. Oh, and Daniel de Villiers hammers the curb with the Porsche and catches it. On screen, that was complete commentator's curse. The camera glare got him in his eyes, and but he's back online and going down the back straight. Martin Rautenbach clears his pit penalty, and he is out in 6th place. So right now, our lead is...
For now.
Yes. For now.
He's getting another penalty. Justin Lotus is busy.
Uh.
He just gave Martin Rautenbach a stop go 30. So there
as
we go.
As he leaves the pits.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just going to let these guys know on the in-game who sent them the penalties.
All
and
good.
Then,
I'll talk away and try and give me another tally because we're coming up to 15 minutes to the hour. So let's see how close we are to 10,000.
Okay, I'm keeping score.
Cool.
We are on 9250 at the moment.
9-2.
I included all the penalties that we got
Right.
in the last few minutes.
Daniel De Villiers typing on the YouTube channel again. No fuel. I mean,
No fuel.
Did he not put fuel in the car? What is going on? He is. He's back in the pits. So the leader is in the pits, and he's obviously putting fuel in now, and I'm sure he'll serve some of that 20-second penalty. So keep it up, Daniel. Doing well, buddy. There we have Mr. Bat69 Lot on YouTube. Great timing. Oh, this man talks in a foreign language. Me, you mess. I don't know what he's saying. Oh, Daniel's saying he ran out of fuel on the last corner. So he might have rolled into the pits from there, or he had to eject back to the pits. So that's what's happened to our current leader. Right, we have Mr. Barkhuizen in the pits. Oh, he's saying that 30-second really hurt him. That 30-second stop goes. It's okay, you got another hour. Catch up. Everyone in front of you's got a whole lot of penalties, Daniel. Mr. Barkhuizen in the Ferrari gets into the pits to serve his stop go 30.
And we have another 10 seconds for Jordan Sherritt from Henry Horn.
Thank you, Mr. Horn. So Jordan Sherritt picks up another 10-second. You know, his driving skills is just atrocious. How many 10-second penalties has he got in this race?
So far, Jordan has had, let me see, he had a drive-through.
Yesterday.
And then the stop go 30, and now another 10-second penalty. So he's had all three.
Well, he's dealing well with it. Sinjin Pillay, currently in 4th place, is our leader. Hansi Meyerberg not too far back behind him in 2nd place, and Heinrich de Wet now in 3rd place. Heinrich de Wet driving for Mossel Bay Pink Sunday. Must be something that you could get at a Wimpy or something like that, you know? Good stuff.
Good on old William Wentworth. He has managed to rejoin.
Oh, well done, William.
Okay, good stuff.
So
now he can't we give him a penalty for being away for so long?
Well, you know, he's only 22 laps down, so yeah.
I think he deserves another stop go.
Oh, shame.
He does have an outstanding 10-second penalty, just donated by Devon Allens.
Oh yeah, well, I'm sorry, that has to be handed down. I mean,
yeah,
you know,
fair is fair.
Fair is fair. Steering problem or not, fair is fair.
That's his problem. That's his fault for not sorting his steering before the race. Yeah.
Craig and Clyde in the pits. Bertus, get your pen and paper out.
Oof. Okay.
I'm going to donate another 10-second penalty to my own driver, Craig and Cloud, because he hasn't got a penalty yet. So
okay,
you can give that man a penalty, please.
10 seconds. We also have a drive-through. A stop go.
Yes.
To JW Volskink from Sam Sibbald, which is Russ's wife.
Russ's wife gives JW Volskink a full-blown, hardcore 30-second stop go. Take that. Because JW Volskink is currently in the lead at the moment, but he's not really. He's just he's pretending to be.
A stop go for causing a collision.
Hey, blame ACC. What he gives the penalty for.
Okay. I think I'm going to pause on the penalties.
Okay.
The incoming penalties. I just want to tell all the drivers on the in-game chat what the penalties were for. So
good. We'll chat to you just now.
A couple of minutes.
I'm going to go to the other channel and I'll come back here.
Okay. Cool. See you in a bit.
Okay. So there we go. We are back live. It's just me. gets a little bit complicated chasing all the penalties, etc. So I'll try and get back into the racing action. So realistically speaking, let's look at this grid. At the moment, we have Sunjin Pillay, who is currently the leader in the BMW, and he is closely followed by Hansi Meyerberg. There he is, just coming onto the start-finish line. Sunjin already into second chicane, so that gap there we see, or did I see 11.5 seconds, that's the gap. And then Heinrich de Vet in third place, and Paul Gleed in fourth place. So that's first, second, third, fourth, as we see at the moment. Jordan Sherritt, net 8th place, but actually then net 5th place, but with a 10-second penalty. Jordan Sherritt then is in 7th overall. Then we have Mr. Barkhuizen, who did complete his penalty in the Ferrari, so he's doing really well. And that puts him about 8th. And then 2 penalties, and then we have De Bastos. No, we'll probably have Mr. Francois Erasmus in his Honda in 9th, and De Bastos rounding out your top 10. So Russ, don't forget to add that a 10-second for Craig and Clough, because that still hasn't been updated yet. That's from PWSR to PWSR. He needs a penalty. Right, Daniel de Villiers back out and rolling after running out of fuel, so he miscalculated quite severely. 16th place, we've got Jaco Nordier coming into the pits. Let's see if I can find a close. Here we go. 13th, Lazar Cavour. He's in the other Ferrari, besides Mr. Barkhuizen. And he is half a second here behind Cameron de Bastos as McLaren. As we see JW Volskank into the pits, and he's completed one of his penalties. So to clarify, everybody on the YouTube channel, the stop goes don't take away the time penalty, so it requires another pit stop, like a refuel or a service pit stop, to take the time penalty away. So that's why they're still carrying penalties. Here we go on board with the Ferrari of Lazar Cavour as we go through Parabolica, a legendary corner, which then opens up onto the main straight of Monza, and he is chasing De Bastos. And this will be, without penalties to these two drivers, a net position probably around about 8th or 7th place that they're dicing for. And he has a look to try and get into the head of De Bastos. They both break well into the first chicane. There's some more drama, there's some more confetti, and oh, you can see some people have gone through the chicanes. So Monza looking very worse for wear after 53 minutes of racing. We're almost at the hour, we're almost at the halfway mark, and I can see Cavour flashing his lights. He's really trying to get into the head of De Bastos, who is obviously watching those mirrors because he ran a little wide through that second chicane. So Ferrari gets a good drive through Lesmo 1. He's all over the back of him here. Into Lesmo 2 they go. Oh, the McLaren gets a tank slapper, and the Ferrari's got a great drive out of Lesmo 2. Heading now up to Ascari. And we're going to see a move happen here. Yes, in fact, it does. The Ferrari going up the inside. He's not next to him, so he doesn't own the corner yet. Oh, and he decides better of it. Falls back in line, and they go through Ascari nose to tail. Good driving by both drivers, and that's put paid to all the challenge done by Cavour. So he falls back a bit. Let's go and see what else is happening up ahead. Chris, thanks for that clarity. Clough, Craig and Clough. Okay, got it. You should have said that like 3 months ago, actually, but all good. So, the man, Craig Clough, our PWSR driver, has received his... he hasn't yet. Russell, if you can hear me, we still need to add that to Craig Clough in 22nd. That's a penalty that was donated by myself, and I think Bertus has written it down. So just if you can do an update there, please. Thanks, Chris. Okay, let's go and see what else is going on here on the track. Jordan Sherritt, he has just dealt with the McLaren. I think that McLaren is Mr. Scruton's McLaren. Let me just check that. No, it's not. That is someone's McLaren. De Bastos possibly. But yeah, here we go. Jordan Sherritt now down to only a single 10-second penalty to be dealt with, and he's behind the Honda, and that I think is Mr. F. Erasmus. No, it's not. Is it Mr. Luke Addison? No, it's not. Jay Nordier. Nope. Jay LaRue's in the pits. I'm running out of cars here, man. Devin Ellis, our leader, comes into the pits. So he's serving his penalties and getting them out the way. Ryan Ottens carrying 20 seconds. He goes through in his Mercedes, and he's in a big draft behind a McLaren here as they come down the main straight into the first turn. Oh, that's a long send for Ryan Ottens, but he just goes. The McLaren does well just to say, okay, have it. That's not for position, so it's not his fight right there. Looking further back. Oh, let's see that happen. That was Jordan Sherritt in the Jag. Here he is. He's got this Honda just up ahead of him as they come up to Ascari. Oh, there's a McLaren in the way. The Honda runs deep, goes around the outside into the sand. Jordan has to lift and pedal it a little bit through Ascari. Oh, they bounce over that curve. That McLaren was airborne. That's what we saw. Right, so onwards we go. Devin Alley still in the pits. So Sinjin Pillay up into second place now. As we come up to the hour, we've got 3 minutes to go, and we will be at 60 minutes. Right, there we go. Craig Clough has got his 10-second penalty. Jay LaRue's Honda in the pits, as we can see. And Honor Kraus also in the pits, serving his donation. Sounds a bit better when we say it that way. Okay, down to 14th place. Nicholas Manuel. Nice looking Mercedes, and he is within a second of Luke Addison's Honda just up ahead, who has a BMW in between him. Luke Addison also carrying a 10-second penalty, and that BMW in between them is Sinjin Pillay's BM. So Manuel having gone a lap down. He's on lap 30. Ryan Ottens and Sinjin Pillay on lap 31 as Hansi Myberg comes into the pits on the hour from third place. So that's a normal pit stop. It'll be refuel and tires. Keegan Sanderson, hello. He's saying JW Stream. He is driving as a pink Easter bunny. Well, that's well done by JW. I'll see if I can try and get a picture of that actually while you guys watch this on screen. Okay, just bear with me. I'll grab a picture of this. Okay, let me try and get everything out the way so you can actually see this properly. Oh, I do like that. Well done, JW. That's impressive. I'm going to put this picture somewhere that you can... I'll then put it on the stream for you all to see, so stand by. I can save it as... So hold on, I'm just going to work this out. Okay, there we go. We can do this like this. Save it as sponsor. Right. Let me see if I can show you what JW Fullskank looks like. There we go. Here's a picture of the man himself driving his car in a pink Easter Bunny suit. Well done, JW. Good sport, buddy. That's impressive. Right, I'm back in the booth with Bertus and with Russ. Did you gents see that on the live stream?
I don't know. What did we miss?
You've just missed a picture of how JW Fullskank is busy driving in his car. I'll go back to it now quickly, and you've just got to wait 30 seconds. Did you see it?
My wife has just sent me a picture of it saying I'm
Okay.
glad I gave him a stop.
Awesome. So,
Well, I think his wife also just gave him a penalty.
is JW's wife?
Yes.
Awesome.
Stop go 30. So, I hope I pronounced this correctly. It's Chiquita.
Chiquita.
Fullskank.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's
I think
it.
so. Let me know if it's wrong.
Thank you so
but-
much for that. Well done. Congrats.
Yeah. Well, anyone looking like that deserves a penalty.
It does. I agree. Good job. Well done, JW. And Chiquita, thanks very much for that. We're 2 minutes away, Bertus. What's our number? Where are we?
Okay, so I'm just going to update it quickly.
Let us know.
We'll see. I'm just refreshing the page to see if there's any more penalties coming in.
I see, Cameron de Bastos, just to let the viewers know, Cameron de Bastos just got a drive-through from, I think it's his wife, Susan?
Either his wife or his mom or his sister.
So well done, Susan. Good stuff. And thank you so much for that. Cameron deserved it wholeheartedly. So there we go.
Yeah.
Good. Right. So what's our total before we get to the hour?
Oof, I think we are close. I think we are very close. We're on 9,900.
Come on, people. We need one. Somebody needs to give. And I'm going to call this one out. But
you know what? I forgot. Alan, sorry.
Go.
I forgot your 100 Rand that you gave to Cragen. So we are at exactly 10,000.
We're on 10,000 with...
Yeah.
We've
Yes.
just gone under the hour, so I'll allow it. There we go. We've made 10,000, so let's go for the next 10,000. A man that's been flying under the radar here and is now essentially in the lead is Mr. Sunjin Pillay. So we need to. Somebody needs to give this man a donation.
So Sunjin is also
He's one of the sponsors. Yeah,
Divine Entertainment.
That's it.
And he sponsored also a generous 1,000 Rand for the prize pool. So currently, just a special mention to the sponsors again. So Caribou Networks, Mr. Gavin Scruton, they gave 2,000 Rand. Sanjan Pillay gave 1,000 Rand from Divine Entertainment, and then PWSR Mr. Allen, thank you so much for your generous sponsorship. And then obviously Raceface decided to top up a bit on our side. And
Mr. Burtis, thank you so much for your generosity there, sir.
It's only a pleasure. It's all for the love of the sport and the love of what we're doing here. And
the PinkDrive initiative
and the PinkDrive.
That's it.
I mean, that's the main aim today. So happy to help.
Right, trying to find a close race, and it is 11th place. It's Cameron de Bastos in his McLaren chasing Paul Gleed, and this will essentially be for net probably about 5th place with the penalties that I can see up ahead of them, 5th to 6th place, something like that. And these guys are nose to tail as they've been for the past 5 or 10 minutes. Come through Lesma 1 and 2, heading to Ascari. And De Bastos definitely wanting that position from Mr. Gleed. We see Heinrich de Vet up in 7th place, coming into the pits to complete his drive-through. So, and we see Ryan Ottens also pitting to get rid of his penalties.
That drive-through for Heinrich de Vet,
yes,
that must be an in-game. That must be track extension.
Oh,
because
right.
That didn't come from any viewer or any driver.
Okay. Here we have the McLaren making a move as they go through Parabolica. He outpaces himself, almost runs wide. The BMW undercuts him with Paul Gleed, and now, there's almost contact down the main straight. They're super close, but side by side heading into T1. This is going to be interesting. They're still side by side, and there is a little bit of tap and dent and bang and wheels hitting, but they come through in a straight line. I've got to say, and there's some flashing going on there. That man's Mr. Paul Gleed going, well, thanks for that. Flashing his lights at De Bastos, but anyway, on they go. Bertus, I need to say, in the past couple of races, I've had 1 or 2 little points of contact, and the cars haven't crashed as badly as they have before. I don't know if there's maybe been a physicality update or a contact update.
There was some netcode improvements.
Okay.
Applied sort of under the radar, but yeah, they're trying to work out that whole sort of phantom contact thing.
Cool. Yeah, I'm sure something's happened there.
That would help a lot.
It would. I mean, you would literally just scrape the paint off another car and spin in a 360 and end up facing the wrong way. That's not happening anymore. There's a full and little bit of tap and nudge, but the cars bounce apart. They don't turn round, which is a good thing. We have Zander Klingen on the YouTube channel. Hey, Zander.
Funnily enough, it did coincide with the tyre update.
Oh!
Something linked there.
Cameron de Bastos, we're watching him. I just caught it on. I'm going to show you. Oh, and he's almost getting collected. He's on the back of the Ascari chicane. I'll give you a 30-second of this if you want to watch on the replay. But he's coming up behind the BMW of Paul Gleed as they head into Ascari. He outbrakes himself, runs wide, hits the sand, comes back on the track, hits a sausage curb, and then just gets a tank slap and goes straight, boom bang, into the right-hand side tire barriers. Then reverses onto the track as the Lexus approaches and another McLaren, and they both miss him, go through the sand, and on they go. Oh no, and he's off again, and now he's ejected back to pits. So De Bastos has just escaped to pits. He had another moment at Parabolica, so he's obviously hurt the car. It's not steering, so he's currently doing a 2-minute repair on that McLaren. So bad luck, Mr. De Bastos. Shame, camera.
It all started going sideways for him once he got that penalty from his wife or sister or mother.
Yeah,
we'd like to know, Susan, if you're watching, please let us know how you are related to Cameron.
Get on the YouTubes and let us know. As we see Jordan Sherrod right here behind and now going up the inside of our leader, Sanjin Pillay. So a lot of the penalties having been served. The leaderboard, besides Francois, who's now serving his penalty. As we see, St. John comes into the pits from the lead, so this is a normal fuel pit stop. Devon Ellis, depending how far back he is, going to inherit the lead.
Just to update you from the YouTube chat, the Bastos took too much damage, couldn't turn, and the penalty was from his mum.
It was from his mum. Well done, Susan. So there we go. Bad luck, Cameron, but please fix the car. Don't go away. Hang in there, get the car repaired, and get back out on the track, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, anything can still happen.
Oh, yes. I mean, there's still a pile of penalties that need to be handed out. Down at the back end of the grid, Craig and Clough, De Villiers and Wentworth, all of them still having to serve. As we are watching Devon Ellis. Oh, and he gets a huge slide and catches it. He did a whole Vin Diesel as he came around Parabolica. He's now being swallowed up by the field, but he comes over the start-finish line. So Devon Ellis is now your net leader. That man's doing very well. And he got a penalty earlier, so good clean racing. Geez, the Hondas are just piling through. Here we go into T1.
Yeah, I think Devon got 2 penalties.
He did.
So,
there's
bad.
contact. It's Luke Addison who almost gets turned around, I believe. It was. Let's do a replay on that. Through T1, a little bit of contact with the McLaren. The contact then straightens him out, and on they go. So side-by-side action, 4 cars here. And this is not all for position, is it? It is. So it's yes, it's Wynand Kassop in the McLaren just up ahead, who now slides through Lesmo 1. He's got Luke Addison right behind him with a couple of within a couple of seconds. Devon Delport just behind them, and Lazar Cavo in his Ferrari. So big dice going on here for 13th place. And Luke Addison trying to go around the outside as they come up to Ascari. This is going to end in tears. Wow, he makes it. So both drivers giving each other 5 meters worth of gap through Ascari curve, and onwards they go.
Luke Addison's, it looks like Luke's plan is sort of working.
Well, listen, the man's pace, he'll be on Jordan Sherritt's case in a couple of laps. But here we have De Basta still in the pits, and William Wentworth clearing his penalty. So only 2 drivers at the moment currently carrying penalties. So that's your net positions as we stand. Devon Ellis leading from Mr. Pillay by 1.3 seconds. And Ryan Ottens in 3rd place, 10 seconds further back. So anybody else? We are still wanting another couple of $1,000 for this this PinkDrive initiative. Don't be scared. Please donate graciously and let us know who you feel needs a penalty, and we'll do the rest.
Yeah, I think we need to target 15k.
All right, so our next target's 15,000. We are 47.5 minutes away from the end of this race, so we need to get to 15k. We have gone through the 10,000 barrier, so well done to everybody involved. But let's keep on going. Anybody else that's watching the stream, we currently have 28 people. Family members, loved ones, other drivers. Feel free if you want. The donations are all going to the PinkDrive charity. Tell us who you want to get a stop-go or a 10-second or a 30-minute or a drive-through. Not 30-minute, 30-second. Oh, we got flags here. Yeah, well, sorry. I saw a car that was off just after Lesmo 2 there. Quickest man on the track. It's still Jordan Sherritt, and he is now doing, his last lap was a 1:47.947. That was the quickest lap of the race. Oh, and behind him we just see a car go straight through Lesmo 2.
And it's in the Jag, it has to be said.
It is in the Jag that Jordan does do that lap time. I don't know who has had that accident, unfortunately. Clearly goes to show that that car's still super capable of being competitive. It's just, that is terrible, eh? I mean, really.
Alan, you know what's going to happen.
Everyone's going to be in a Jag next week.
Everyone is going to be in a Jag.
It's unbelievable, that. So, yeah. Okay, we're going up to the leaders. St. John. Why is he all over the track here? Devon, okay. Well, there's a lot of drama going on through the second chicane. But St. John is now within a second of Devon Ellis. So this is now a full-on race for the lead, with 45 minutes in this race left. Van Kassop in the pits, getting rid of a penalty, or just doing a refuel, or putting on some tires.
I think that might be a strategy.
Okay.
Stop.
Could be. It could
We've
be.
got another penalty coming in.
Oh, well done. Who is it and who's it for?
Let's have a look.
Just another reminder to everyone on the YouTube watching. Go to Raceface.pro/shop. That's the link. You will then see all the various sections and what you want to donate and to who it is. Please fill out the details, submit that, and we'll hand it out to whoever it is. Van Kassop's just been given a stop go 30. Bertus, explain yourself.
That was an in-game.
That's an in-game, yeah.
Oh, he sped into the pit lane. Oh, Maynard. Well, thanks for that donation to yourself. You've just lost 30 seconds of your race time, sir. Good stuff.
Without even donating, I think he needs to pay 200 rand for that.
You think so?
For the that's what it would have cost if someone would have donated it. So I think we need to send him an invoice.
Sounds good. Currently watching Luke Addison, the other resident alien in the super fast Honda. He is now in 13th place and right under the tail of Nordier's Honda. So Nordier's driving now the same car and wondering to himself, how is it that man is so much faster than me in the same car? As they go through Lesmo 2, and Luke Addison pushing hard now to try and make up places. Starting to run out of time if he wants to get to the sharp end of the stick. Have we decided on how the prize money is being divvied out?
I am busy with that it as we speak.
Good man.
I think we're going to give it down to 10th place.
Not the other way around, or are you mixing it up?
Let's spread the love.
Okay.
Well, it's already so mixed up with all the penalties and so on. I think if you can get to the top 10, it is with all the penalties applied, then you deserve it. So unless we give okay, let's do this. Do this. I'm first gonna apply the penalty, and then we talk about the prize pool, and we decide on the stream.
All right, explain this penalty that's just gone live, Russell.
It's a stop go for Jordan Sherritt.
Yes.
From Charmaine Skuman.
Charmaine Skuman, thank you so much for that, ma'am. You've just given Jordan a 30-second stop-go penalty. That's amazing, and thank you for your donation.
I'm sure he's going to be grateful.
I'm sure he is. Good one. Right, Lazakavo into the pits. It's a normal pit stop by the looks of things, and Van Kassop's in the pits for his stop go 30. He realizes he's sped into the pit lane, so he's kicking himself silently, I'm sure. And Jordan comes straight in. He's getting it out the way now. So he's a very diligent young man, that Jordan Sherritt. Right, the leaders. I don't think
he wants to waste any time.
No, he wants to be exactly. And St. John's just gone through. No, he's not. So he's 8/10 off the back of Devon Ellis, and there's a Mercedes right behind him. Let me see that number. In 14th place. So that's Manuel, who is trying to unlap himself, I think. But the leaders here, we see them, Ellis and Pillay, both in their M4s as they come through Ascari. And we've got more or less just on 40 minutes left of this race, and we got a McLaren around at the back end of Ascari. So somebody's had an incident. They've got it going again. I think that is Mr. Scruton. It is. Is it? No, it's not Mr. Scruton. Well, who's the other McLaren? Could it be Devon?
Delport.
Devon Delport. It is. He's got it going again. So he had a huge moment. Let's go back a minute and see if we can see that on replay. There we go. Here he comes. He's just gone through the exit of Lesmo 2, heading under the overpass and coming up towards Ascari. We're going to see exactly what happens here. We'll go to helicam view. Takes the first apex. Perfect. Comes through the right hander. He's going to hit the left hander apex and gets a massive tank slapper. Turns the car around right in the racing line. And the Honda and everybody else has to take avoiding action into the sand trap. He gets it started and gets it out the way, and now does a 4-point turn to turn the car around. Well done. Oh no, he doesn't. He does get it round. So congrats and well done to everybody else for not hitting that McLaren. Thanks for the excitement there, Devon. That was awesome, buddy. Just waiting for our live stream to go back live. We're still on replay here from a minute ago. There we go. Oh, right. Jordan Chariot back in the pits with another stop go 30. What's going on, boys?
Again, speeding in the pit lane.
Oh, shame.
Oh, no.
He went in too quick. How many times has that man been into the pits? It's at least 5 times. So,
that must be demoralizing.
Yeah, no, he's really going to be angry about that, but he'll sort himself out. He's in the top 10. Pillay does, in fact, get past Devon Ellis, who couldn't sustain that pressure, and Pillay goes into the lead. Ellis in second. Ryan Otten's up into third place now, 18 seconds back. He's just gone past Hansi Meyerberg. So Team Tryhard Racing PinkDrive versus the Hybrid Academy PinkDrive car. And Mr. Bernard Barkhuizen in his Ferrari rounds out your top 5. It's been an awesome day. It's been a great race with a lot of money being donated to the charity, the PinkDrive charity. Thank you to everybody who has done this, both on the YouTube channel as well as the private donations and messages. Daniel De Villiers again saying he needs petrol money. And De Bastos has a drive-through, so I think that's a genuine for off-track, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
Mac. Oh, Mac is on YouTube. He's saying Jordan didn't stop. He did a drive-through instead of stopping. So, that oh dear. He's got so used to the penalties and he got them confused. So, he has now, in fact, completed his penalty and is net 14th at the moment with 37 minutes to go.
I'm sure he'll still make it to the top 10.
Definitely.
Just a small point, Luke Addison has now overtaken Jordan.
That's true. So Luke, who was idling around undercover in the background in his pink Honda, is now in 10th place. And he's pushing along as hard as he can. The gaps, as you can see now, unfortunately, pretty large between all the cars. So as soon as I see something that's give or take a second or closer, we'll monitor and watch that. But that being Sunjan Pillay in the lead, he's just gone on to the 43rd lap. And his lap time, 150.4. So still putting in quick laps. Devon Ellis a 149.9 that lap. And Ryan Otten's a 49.8. So Ryan in third, pushing hard to close that gap up.
Okay, so let's talk about the prize pool. Yeah, I think let's stick to the top 10.
Good.
When we had 3,500, the first place was 2,000, second place 1,000, third place 500.
Yep.
And I think let's stick to that, and we just add the rest to the rest of the top 10. So fourth position will get 300 Rand, and then from 5th down to 10th we'll get 200 Rand each.
That's awesome. That's a great drive. Well done.
Obviously, we would expect all the drivers who win anything to not take the money and donate it to the charity.
Naturally,
So,
that's what we're expecting to happen, isn't it?
yeah. So
Okay,
so
okay.
if that happens, then we are at the 15k.
That's also true.
The 15k mark.
I mean, I think that was the intention all along, besides trying to get the drivers into the race. But just, so that the donations to the Pink Drive actually go up incrementally. So,
Yeah, indeed. I mean, if you win and you want to take the money, it's your prerogative. But just know that it will be frowned upon.
totally, 100%. It's going to be frowned upon. Right, we've been watching Luke a little bit. I kind of leave the camera on the wrong cars. Let's go and see. Yeah, we're watching Bernard Barkhuizen in his Ferrari. I'm actually going to go down to Jordan Sherritt now. Jordan Sherritt, this is his first lap out of the pits, and he does a 1:48.0. 1.8 seconds quicker than the leaders in that aging 15-year-old Jag. So Jordan,
Has he taken tires yet?
who knows, buddy? I don't know if he's even done a pit stop. Never mind taking tires. He must have, man. He couldn't have gone 1.5 hours. He's got to have done something to the car.
Yeah. He must have taken fuel at least.
But
everyone must have taken fuel so far.
100%. So Craig and Clough, my PWSR drivers, down in 19th. He's still carrying his 10 seconds, so he hasn't gone in for the penalty yet. Leave it up to Chris or somebody to try and let him go. Carl Petz on the YouTube. How's it, Carl? He's shouting for Wayne and Kassop and Divan Delport. They're the teamies. Divan Delport, here he is. He's in 18th place. And in that awesome looking McLaren. Wayne and Kassop's had some dramas and some drive-throughs further back in 20th place. So we're still hoping and expecting a couple more penalties being handed out to anybody. Right, I have Luke Addison closing in, so let's go to him. He is in 10th place and coming up to the back of the Lexus of Mr. Kraus, who sees him there and manages to do a Vin Diesel and spin the car in the first corner chicane, and that pass gets done.
And we have another penalty coming through for Devin Alice.
Oh, there we go.
From Mr. Dean Kabasa.
Thanks, Kabasa, thank you, sir.
Yeah. One of our regular drivers in
our league drivers.
Obviously.
And he's handed that out to his arch enemy, Devin, who is in second place, mind you. So that puts paid to that for the meantime. I'm sure he's going to be very happy about that.
That is a stop-go, so that will hurt him quite a bit.
Wish. Heinrich de Vet currently in 6th place in his Aston Martin. And there we go. It does become official. Devin Ellis in 2nd place gets a stop-go 30 seconds. And that was donated by Dean Kabasa, correct?
Yes,
right,
that's right.
There we go. Well done, Dean. Good man. Gonna pop down to our Mr. Gavin Scruton. Here he is. He is in 17th place. I'm not sure of his position, but he is part of Caribou Networks, and they are the driving company, the IT company, I think in Durban, KwaZulu-Natal, and they have graciously sponsored a large sum towards the drivers' the results, the podium results, which, as Berta so rightly says, hopefully will also then go to the Pink Drive for charity. So Gavin having a good race, running currently in 17th in that McLaren. Seen Nordia into the pits in his Honda, as is Devon Ellis to get his penalty out the way. Further back there, just behind Gavin, but he is in fact a lap down, is Daniel de Villiers in his Porsche, down in 21st place, who ran out of fuel earlier and had a whole bunch of penalties given to him. So he's doing really well. Oh, that McLaren of Gavin goes into the sand trap, comes out the sand trap in the second chicane, and the Porsche goes by, not for position, but essentially he is unlapping himself. And we've got 30 minutes left in this race. So without us knowing which drivers will donate their winnings, do we have a more or less tally at the moment, Bertus, or not yet?
I'm going to update it in a minute.
Awesome.
We just had 2 more penalties coming through. So Chiquita's full skink, another one from her. Let's see who it goes to. To Sanjan Pillay.
Oh, right.
So our leader.
Our leader.
Getting a stop go.
Well done. And thank you very much for that, Chiquita and the full skink family.
And then another one for Devon Alice from Shamaine Skuman.
Oof.
And that's a drive-through. So
that man is, that's going to put him out of the top 10. It's exactly what he deserves. So essentially, our new leader then being Ryan Ottens. Here he is for Hybrid Academy Pink Drive. And
can't let him win.
No, that's just not going to happen. So we've got 29 minutes for some other site visitors. Hello, Carl Petzer saying hello, Bertus, on the YouTube channel.
Hey, Carl. How's it going?
He was missing the racing so much, and he was putting his time in ACC on a keyboard. No, you can't drive on a keyboard, Carl. That's just, no. Jay LaRue mentioning thanks to everybody. He had to retire early, but he's saying thanks to you and Raceface and the organizers on the Discord channel.
Thanks for taking part, John. Sorry you had to retire. But
Yes, agreed. But thanks for being here, man.
I think he was scared of getting more penalties.
Ivan Delport in the pits, as is Martin Rautenbach. So I think these are just generic pit stops, as Ryan Ottens almost drives into my camera. So we need that penalty updated for Sanjan Pillay. So long on the timing screen, then we'll get a better reflection of what's happening. But I'm convinced we're going to see something coming to Ryan Ottens, because he's a little ways up the road. Hansi Marburg in third place, or these guys net second place. He's 8.5 seconds back. And then Bernard Barkhuizen will be in third place in his Ferrari. Luke Addison up into the top 10. He goes into 7th place. And Jordan Sherritt coming back up to 12th place. He's just gone past Manuel, Nicholas Manuel. So let's go and have a look there. Here he is in the Jag. Does make a nice sound, I must say. It's like listening to the old Aston Martin V12s.
Isn't it amazing that they make Mercedes engines sound?
What's that, Russ? You a little soft there?
Isn't it amazing they make Mercedes engines sound so much better?
Oh, yes. True. Good point, that. "26 minutes and counting." Guys have been going around Monza for 49 or 48 laps now. Let's try and see where there's a close dice happening here. Luke Addison's last lap time that we're currently watching in the Honda, 1:49.4. And there we have that penalty handed out to St. Pillay. So the leader is no longer the leader. And Devin Ellis gets a drive-through from 5th place. So he's just been off track one too many times. That just happened, so I'm going to go back 30 seconds. We should see it happen. Right, he's heading down towards the 2nd chicane. So does he be a bad boy and go through the 2nd chicane? That's probably what's going to happen. No, he hits it, but he runs... no, he runs through that okay. So maybe it's Lesmo 1. Then if the replay will pick it up. Maybe Lesmo 2 we didn't pick it up, but Devin gets a drive through, so he's going to have to sort that out as soon as he can, and that'll drop him from 5th a few ways back. So Ryan Ottens, your net leader. Anybody on the YouTubes? We've got 25 people live and watching. Don't forget also to click on the like button, please, and also subscribe so that you're notified when we go live. It also helps for the exposure, guys and girls. We need somebody to please donate, because Ryan Ottens, that we're currently watching for Hybrid Academy, he desperately needs a little assistance to be slowed down. So somebody needs to give us a 100 Rand donation for a 10-second penalty.
Okay, so this is an interesting one coming through. So Samantha Upfold.
Samantha Upfold, thank you.
Is it Upfold? I think it's someone else.
Oh.
I suspect it must be Sam Sybil.
Okay, what happened?
If it's Upfold, then it's up. Then thank you, Samantha Upfold. But if it's Samantha Sybil, then thank you. A drive-through to all top 10 drivers. That's a 1,500 Rand donation right there.
Wow.
So, wow, that's amazing.
Samantha, thank you very much. That is super much appreciated. And
Russ will probably be able to give us more info on that.
I'm busy typing away on the driver numbers.
Right, well, quickly, you've got 10 to hand out drive-throughs.
And let's first do this one, and then we
okay.
do the 10. So we also have another one from Charmaine Skuman. Another penalty, another drive-through to Devin Ellis. So, oh no, sorry, that was the previous one.
Yeah, that's the previous one.
Apologies.
Okay.
No, the previous one. Yeah, I see. For some reason that order was cancelled and then resubmitted. So thanks, Charmaine. That it will stay as is. And then the total amount sponsored to the Pink Drive charity so far stands at 12,250 Rand.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well done to everybody. Jan Baker Krobler on the YouTube. How's it, Johan? Thanks for joining. He's saying Ryan's probably going to get nailed. No question. So here they come. Just watch that. Go Russ, you're on a roll, buddy. Yo. With just on 22 minutes to go, this is going to shuffle up the leaders completely. Robert Wentworth on YouTube going, nice.
There we go.
There we go. That's all you need to say, buddy. So, wow. Guess who's going to be in the lead of this race? Jeez, after going into the pits 5 or 6 times.
Well, Jordan is going to be in the lead now.
Exactly. Wow. I mean, he's had a lot of pain, and a lot of people have shown a lot of Pink Drive love to him. So maybe it's deserved. Let's see. It's not over. As we see them come in, Ryan Ottens, the pits light up. Ottens in, Myberg in, and everybody has seen that come up on their screens. They've just been handed out drive-throughs. So
Ottens got to stop, go 30.
Ottens got to stop. Speeding
Probably
in the pit lane.
Speeding in the pits.
Ryan, that was way too quick. I need to actually go and select them. Here comes Bernard Barkhuizen. I think he stopped in time. Where's St. He's going by, so he's not going to stop now. I'll see if I can pick them as they come. Heinrich. Here comes Heinrich. Yes, let's see if he stops. Oh, he does. He's a good man. Next up, Luke Addison. He's going through. He's not coming in now. He'll do it next lap. Paul Gleed. He's coming round. Let's see if he's coming in now. Looks like he is. He's staying to the right. Yes, here comes Paul Gleed. Is he going to get a stop go? Oh, he gets it right on the line. Hopefully that stopped in time. Devon Alley's right behind him. And right behind him, the Honor Krause's Honda and Francois Erasmus. So people getting the stuff done and dusted and out the way. And that's put a whole shuffle on the standings with just on 20 minutes to go. It's essentially a sprint race now. So the drivers down at the back all of a sudden bumping up the grid and the positions. Man still to do is stop the first of the two. Ryan Ottens, here he comes down the back straight. He is heading down towards Parabolica. We'll see if he comes in, because he just sped into the pits. That was just a silly mistake. And he's peeling across. Yep.
Bago, he nailed himself. You were right.
And now he makes very sure, and there he is. He's in. Sunjin, where is he? Here he comes. Is he peeling in? He's not. He's going to run through. Luke Addison. He's heading down towards Parabolica, so he'll be the next man if he is coming in to come in. JW Volskank in the pits from 13th. A normal pit stop, I think. Okay, let's see. Is Luke Addison coming in now? He is. Let's watch this and make sure he stops by the line. Oh, no, he's not. He's going through. So they run through for another lap. Ron Otten's completing his stop go. So our new leader, Mr. Hansi Meyerberg for Team Tryhard Racing Pink Drive Initiative. And he is currently in the lead. And second will then be Mr. Barkhuizen again in the Ferrari. And third will be Jordan Sherritt in the Jag. Sure.
Hansi Meyerberg was the pole sitter last with the previous one.
Okay.
Where I think it was there was a donation of 2,500 rand previously for him to sit at the top, but he didn't stay there for long.
No. So
Erica, let's see if he can stay there now.
Erica Wentworth on the YouTube saying, well done, great cause. So thank you, Erica. And Mac van der Merwe going, Jordan is scoring slacker here. So Jordan hit a luck. But listen, Jordan's done a lot of work for this. He's been in the pit 6-7 times, I think. Let's go and see if Sunjin's coming in now. Looks like it. He is coming through Parabolica. Is he going to come across? He is. So Sunjin comes in. Oh, that's a great stop. He slows down in time. Now Luke Addison. Luke Addison coming down to Parabolica.
You know, to even it up, Luke really should get a stop go 30.
Yeah. Right, Luke's peeling in. Here he comes. Disturb him. Someone talk to him. He nails it. I think he got it right. So they both get done. Where's Bernard? Here comes Bernard. So Bernard's going to roll through. Hansi Meyerberg, now your current leader.
Russ, if you were quick enough, you could have given him a stop go 30 just as he crossed the line, and he would have thought it was.
You would have.
I know. I wasn't on.
Okay, we've got a race on our hands. We are watching Barkhuizen, and just up ahead of him is St. Pillay in second place. Barkhuizen flashing his lights at a McLaren. So he wants to get by. This is now net second and for position with 16 minutes to go. The gap 3.3 seconds as they came out the pits. So St. John managed to get a quick pit stop done and dusted, and there you can see at the top of the screen that gap is in fact only 2 seconds. That's impressive. So Meyerberg, Pillay, Barkhuizen, Sherritt and Addison, your top 5. Just going to go back to Martin Rautenbach in 10th place. He's involved in a huge dice. I'm going to go back 10 seconds. The position changes. It did. So he just got the position done through the first chicane, Prima Variante, and he goes by the BMW of Devon Allies. Got some cars hitting the sand here, and Martin very wide through Lesmo 1. Almost, he does in fact bounce around. Bounces around Lesmo 2 as well, and Devon's right there.
Well, thanks again to Samantha Upfold for shuffling things around in the last few minutes.
Indeed. Hansi Marburg, our current leader at the moment. Here he is in his amazing pink livery for Team Tryhard Racing, and he is 32 seconds up the road from St. Pillay. So Hansi now got a clean advantage in first place with Pillay in second and Bernard Barkhuizen in third place. Only 2.5 seconds behind Pillay, with Jordan Sherritt 3 seconds behind him. We're currently watching Jordan in the Jag.
I think we need 3 donations of 10 for 10 seconds each for Hansi to make it a fight with Pillay.
Yes. That gap 30 seconds, so we need the equivalent of a drive-through. I think a drive-through is 30 seconds.
More or less, yeah.
So, anybody else on the YouTubes that's watching and wants to do a fast donation, we've got 13 minutes and counting. Hansi Marburg, our leader's far too far ahead. He's 30 seconds up the road. Go to Raceface.pro/shop and donate generously to the Drive for Cancer, the Pink Drive. Make sure you say it's for Hansi Marburg. Luke Addison just going past Heinrich de Wet. So Luke Addison now bumps himself into 5th place with just on 13 minutes to go. It's amazing how the cream rises to the top.
Is Wentworth still in the race?
He is.
Laps
William
down.
Wentworth. He is 23 laps down.
Well done for sticking it out. I know it must be very difficult to keep motivated when you are so far down.
I mean, there's nothing saying that he couldn't get another penalty, in quotes, that puts him on the same lap as the leaders. Or is there?
I don't think so.
Yeah, no, unfortunately there's limitations to what is possible.
All right.
I was the command list.
I was just checking there.
But what we'll need to do is give everyone a couple of stop goes, and he'll need to catch up in that time. I don't think he's got enough time left in the race.
So we have to
catch
give
up 22
everybody.
laps.
We have to give. Somebody needs to give 22 drivers 22 stop and goes.
No, or just a lot of time penalties. So that could put them down a couple of laps.
Yo, Russ today.
I don't think Russ has got the capacity
No.
to.
Don't
His-
have the time to type all
his fingers couldn't type that out. So we see Wynand Kassop coming into the pits from 19th place. I think that's a proper pit stop. Craig and Clough still hasn't come in and probably won't. Or he might. Otherwise, his penalty will be added to him at post-race. Correct?
Yes.
Okay, good. Right, Mr. Gleed. Paul Gleed is closing in on the Honda of Francois Erasmus as they come down the main straight. Paul Gleed running a nice maroon BMW with pink rims, and it looks quite snazzy. But he's closing in quickly on the Honda of Erasmus. Oh, Jordan Sherritt. Let's go quickly to 4th place. He's side by side, he is, with Barkhuizen in the Ferrari. And he's gone past Barkhuizen in the Ferrari into Ascari. So Sherritt goes into 3rd place.
Okay, so Gareth Hawkins just gave a drive-through penalty to Hansi.
Hansi Marburg, the leader.
Yes.
Well done, Gareth.
Thanks, Gareth.
Thanks, Gareth.
Gareth, you paid for 2 drive-through penalties. Are both supposed to go to Myburg? Can you maybe
get us some clarity there?
Let us know in the chat.
The Animal on YouTube, welcome. Please feel free to go to Raceface.pro/shop. That's where we are, where you are able to do donations. Tell us who it's for and what the amount you're donating. You can select from the basket of donations right there. Where are we with just under 10 minutes, Bertus? What's the number?
So we are at 12,550.
12,500. We were aiming to try and get to 15,000. So
Yeah.
you've still got
2.5 to go.
Yeah, 2,500 we need to find in the next 10 minutes, if at all possible. Thanks already to our existing sponsors that have donated, including Raceface.pro, Caribou Networks, PWSR, and everybody else. It's much appreciated, and it's for a great initiative. There we go. Cragen is now in the pits and serving that penalty as we see a drive-through issued to Hansi, our leader.
And Gareth says, skis Hansi, and let's keep one spare. So
let's
thanks,
keep
Gareth.
one spare.
You let us know who deserves a drive-through, and we'll do the necessary.
I get a sense that Jordan may be visiting the pit lane one last time.
I think so.
Ryan Ottens in 7th place. He is right here with Heinrich de Wet, I think. In fact, that's happened already. So that pass changes. Ryan Ottens goes into 7th place. No, into 6th.
Hansi is still about 13 seconds.
13 seconds. Even with that penalty, he's still our net leader. No, he's not. Sunjin, there we go. Right, timing screen's updated.
Oh, okay, there we
So
go.
Sunjin goes back into the lead. Jordan Sherritt, 1.5 seconds back. Here you're looking at it on screen. So he's there, and Mr. Barker is in 3 seconds back. Hansi Marburg comes out in 4th place with Luke Addison rounding out your top 5. 7 minutes left. Gareth Hawkins saying, I'm thinking Pillay looks like he needs a break, maybe.
Well, I think Jordan is going to take him soon, so maybe hold back on that one for a bit. 7 minutes left.
7 minutes, and yeah, please, site visitors, everybody, welcome to the YouTubes. 31 people online at the moment. We are through 12,500 Rand that's been donated to the charity. We are desperately trying to get to 15,000. There's 6 minutes and some change left. So go to raceface.pro/shop and tell us who you want to issue a drive-through or a stop-go or a penalty to. And do the donation. It's for a great cause. Here comes Jordan Sherritt. He's right in the draft now. Oh, St. John goes on the grass as he's defending. He's outbraked himself. He's in the middle of the chicane. Gets back on line. Jordan goes through the chicane normally, and I think St. John will have to just let that go. He's just not... Doesn't look like he is. He's carrying on. So it's one more lap, and I think Jordan will be there again. Gareth saying, correct, let's leave that battle. So we'll watch what happens here with 5.5 minutes left.
So another penalty coming through. This one is for Luke Addison, a stop go 30. And that's from Giovanni Porzio.
Giovanni.
Thanks, Giovanni.
Yeah. So that's a fellow teammate of Luke and Jordan, Giovanni. So thanks very much for that. Couldn't have gone to a more deserving man. So good one, well done. Watching Devin Ellis here as he is circulating right behind Francois Erasmus. So he's had an awesome race, and a number of good donations go to the cause, which has knocked him up and down the grid, and running around here in net 10th. And as I say that, I put a huge curse on him through the second chicane, and he gets into a whole lot of strife. And now Paul Gleed is next to him. They're side by side as they head down towards Lesmo. So Devin Ellis, if you're listening to me, focus, young man. Paul Gleed's on his inside as they get to Lesmo 2. They're side by side through Lesmo 2. The BMWs. Wow, we've got a big dice watching here. This is good stuff.
Okay, here we go. Two more penalties coming in. Oh, a donation.
There we go.
I just want to see the details here.
Okay.
So the first one. Donation to the cause from Erica Giotto. And the driver to be penalized is not William Wentworth. Okay, but we won't penalize anyone.
Thanks, Erica, again.
Thank you for the donation, 250 Rand.
250 Rand, there we go.
And now to the big one. So Ken Addison.
Oh, Mr. Addison, how are you, Ken?
That is one of our previous sponsors,
yes,
and also
it is.
Luke's dad. Thank you so much, Ken. That's a 2,000 Rand donation. Yeah, Russ, I hope you're ready for this. So Pelé needs 2 penalties. Jordan needs 2 penalties. Barkhuizen, Myburg 2, and Ottens 2.
Okay,
and
so
that's
you're
all stop-go penalties.
There we go. So
okay, so
I will. Unfortunately, I may not be able to get them to serve all of them because I can only apply one at a time, but I will do my best.
right,
Okay.
start. Can we help?
Well-
Can I read car numbers out to you or something?
Ken, you can let us know if you want to spread that out, because I don't think they'll have time for two stop goes. But yeah, let us know in the chat.
We'll see them come up on the screen now. There we go. Sherritt gets a stop go. He's probably going, again. He's just come around Parabolica and he's going straight in the pits. So the timing couldn't have been better. He nails his pit stop. Pillay gets a stop go. Pillay goes into the lead.
Yeah, and then Barkhuizen,
picks up one. Myburg
and Ottens.
And Luke Addison has one. So your top 6 all have stop-go 30s.
Yeah.
With 2 minutes left in this race, it's a huge spin-up for the books. Thank you very much, Ken. And that, I guarantee you, Bertus, has put us at 15,000.
Definitely.
Right, there we go. Let's see what's going on. Next in line is Heinrich de Wet, who's going down the main straight. So Heinrich de Wet all of a sudden finds himself, I think, in first place. We'll see once he gets through to the first sector. We just got to wait for all those other guys to do their stop goes, which should happen on the next lap. So we don't really know who the leader is now. It is St. John Pillay, but he has to still pit. He is currently in B2. He's just gone through Lesmo 2.
Okay, here we go. 2 more penalties coming in.
Sure.
Or two more orders for penalties. So Gareth Hawkins, another 300 Rand for 2 penalties. Thanks so much,
Thanks, Gareth.
and then
That's for
Justin
Cross
Lotus.
and Nordea, I believe.
Yeah, and then Justin Lotus, a drive-through for the top 3, and that is another 450 Rand donation. So we're standing at 15,550 Rand.
Cool. Right, let's just get these penalties served, because the top 3 will then be De Wet, Rautenbach and Erasmus. Here comes Pillay, and he comes into the pits. So this is your leader. He's closely followed by Barkhuizen straight away. Hansi Marburg, where is he? Here he comes, and he's coming straight into the pits. So here they come. No one knows who the leader is, but the leader is currently in the pit lane. Ryan Ottens comes way round on Parabolica, but he peels across. Yes, he does. So all 4 of them in the pit serving. Next up will be Heinrich de Wet. He's coming over the start-finish line, so he is your net leader now.
And Gareth has asked to apply the extra drive-through he donated to Paul Gleed. So I've just
Okay.
applied that now.
Awesome. Okay, so
Okay,
Paul
cool.
Gleed will get that. So those that top 3, that last instruction then that you got is essentially for let them get to the first sector, but I believe it's going to be for Heinrich de Wet, Martin Rautenbach and Francois Erasmus.
Yeah. Okay. Let's.
Hang on a sec. There it is.
There we go.
It's not.
So
De Wet, Pillay and Barkhuizen.
Barkhuizen, yes.
And that was stop go 30s, correct?
Let me
Indeed.
just see. I think that's just the drive-throughs. Is it?
No,
Yeah.
there's the update. It's De Wet, Rautenbach and Pillay.
Yeah, and they need to get drive-throughs, each of them. Oh, this is gonna.
Rautenbach, car 26. No, it is Franz Erasmus. I was right. Car number 2 is the 3rd place car right now.
Yeah.
That's it.
Kraus and Nadia also to get drive-throughs. We'll have to see what the.
That's
what
awesome.
happens.
Well done, people. That puts Devin Ellis in the lead here. He is going to win this race, and possibly Jordan Sherritt finish 2nd. Mr. Porsche GT throwing instructions at us on YouTube. Thank you very much.
Yeah, let's see where that all ends up.
Here come the
I know
leaders.
you can't do a drive-through on the last lap, so they'll have to finish the lap and then.
I believe it's an 80-second penalty.
Yeah.
Served.
The leader has finished the race.
Yeah.
So
30 seconds.
Martin not taking the pit.
Yeah.
So plus 30 seconds. There it is.
Yeah.
So Francois Erasmus, he is coming into the pits, and they're driving over as is De Wet. So where's Devon? Here comes Devon. Devon goes through. It gives him. Yeah, that'll be Devon Ellis, the winner. That's awesome.
We'll see if it actually.
Yeah.
I think it's already updated, isn't it?
Unfortunately,
I don't know.
it's not allowing me to assign the stop goes now the race is over.
Okay.
Okay. Well, that's it then. Well, what a race.
What a race. Thank you very much to everybody. Jordan Sherritt spinning the Jag up, and he's going to do some donuts in the main straight. If I use the tab control in the game, which is now on the screen, that essentially shows De Wet with 30 seconds, Rautenbach with 30 seconds, the winner being Devin Ellis, Erasmus with 30 seconds, and then Sherritt in 2nd place, and Sunjin Pillay in 3rd place. Unless you guys have other.
Well, let's see what the. I think we'll have to do. I'll have to take the results file and then see
Yeah.
what
So-
it gives us.
Daniel De Villiers on the YouTube saying out of fuel again. That Porsche's a little bit thirsty as we see guys starting to return back to pits. Couple of guys doing donuts down at T1, as you can see. It's just everyone's going berserk and having a lot of fun. It was a great race by everyone.
Thank you so much to everyone involved, all the sponsors, all the donations, all the viewers, all the drivers, everyone involved made this work. Thank you to BWR again. And yeah, let me just let's see if has everyone finished their race. I just want everyone to finish
yet.
the race. Then I'll process the results, and then we can see the final outcome.
Yeah, I've got a checkered flag for everybody on the timing screen. So
I still have 2 guys left to finish their laps.
really, William went first.
Cragen and De Villiers.
Cragen's in the pits.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
Yeah,
that's strange.
Cragen and De Villiers, the green blocks. I see that as well. So but, they're in the pits and finished. As is Daniel De Villiers.
Okay. Well, as soon as the server drops the results file, I'll quickly run it through the process, and then we'll see the final outcome.
Mr. Porsche GT saying we didn't apply the second stop go 30 from Ken. I don't know if that was for the top 3 leaders after the first 5 got them, which we did in fact issue, which is
Yeah, we definitely issued Ken's penalties.
Yeah.
The first round was issued. Unfortunately, they didn't clear it in time for me to issue the second.
Okay.
The second round, yes,
Yeah.
that's right. Yeah.
Okay.
I think we'll make a call on this and say that those penalties we won't be applying those because there's no way to do that after
the
the
fact.
race.
Yep. Just looking and tracking down where cars are. Devon Delport and the boys doing full on donuts. Their tires must be like pink. Excuse the pun, as they're going round in circles at the first chicane. But yep, people are already leaving. So I think that's us as far as the live stream goes. Is there anything else that you then want to say here, gents?
Yeah, so the results file just dropped. So let me just quickly process
All right,
it. And
there we go.
Then we can have the final outcome or the final results.
I'm going to cut away from this and turn this down.
Okay, and here we go. So, so after all the penalties are applied, we have Devon Allis in first, Jordan Sherritt second, Sanjan Pillay third, Heinrich de Wet fourth, fifth place Bernard Barkhuizen, sixth Martin Rautenbach, seventh Luke Addison, eighth Hansi Meiberg, ninth Lazar Cavor, 10th Ryan Ottens, 11th Jakun O'Deer, followed by Francois Erasmus, Nicholas Manuel in 13th, Paul Gleed 14th, Arne Kraus 15th, JW Volskenk, thanks to his wife, down in 16th, Gavin Scruton 17th, Cragen Clough 18th, Devon Delport 19th, Daniel de Villiers without petrol in 20th, Wynand Kersop 21st, Cameron de Bastos 22nd, only 3 laps down, but that's also thanks to his mom. William Wentworth 23rd, and unfortunately John LaRue having to retire in 24th. So that's the race, that's the results. Thanks everyone. It was amazing.
Could we get an update on the total?
Yeah.
On the total, yes. Let me just quickly refresh on my side, and then we'll see. So this is obviously without the prize pool. So if the drivers don't want to be frowned upon, then we'll gladly receive the prize pool as a donation. But the final tally, 15,550 rand. So we reached our
targets.
Goals.
Yep.
that we set. So yeah, I think that's amazing. Yeah, thanks everyone. That's on behalf of the Pink Drive. Obviously, all the money will go straight to the Pink Drive, and that is I'm sure it will help a lot.
definitely. That's awesome. And
Not bad for 2 hours on a Sunday morning.
not bad. But it also goes to show the tight-knit community and the families that support that community. So well done to everybody involved. It was an awesome race. Great fun had by all. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And Russ and Bertus, it was great to have you as well, man.
Yeah, no, thanks. It's nice to be in the comms box for a change, and for a fun event like this. It was great.
Exactly.
And thank you, Alan, for your casting yet again.
You're welcome. All good. Thanks very much. Thanks to everybody who joined us on the YouTube channel. Still a whole bunch of people watching. Is it kind of deadlines, or do people still have an option to do something after the fact, or are we calling it, Bertus?
So they can still donate. So if you go to Raceface.pro/shop, then you'll see there's a let me just see. I think there's a donate to the cause option.
That's it. Yeah, that's it.
So if you want to still donate, we'll keep the link open for another week, like we did last time. And yeah, you're more than welcome to donate. And then probably by Friday we'll stop all donations, and we'll make the transfer to the charity.
I'll tell you what, Bertus, here's a good timeline. Make it Thursday night, because then we can make an announcement at the next round of the GT Championships live.
Yes.
What the total amount was.
Good idea. Okay, so let's make it Thursday evening at 6. We'll stop all donations, and then we'll have a total, and we'll announce it in the drivers briefing.
Yep.
And then on Friday we'll do the handover to the PinkDrive charity.
Sounds perfect. So there we go. Thanks everybody, Mr. Scruton, Gavin, and Caribou Networks, Raceface.pro, BWR, all the other sponsors involved.
Sanjan
Pillay, yep, definitely as well. And hope you guys all enjoyed the coverage. That's it from us. We're going to call it a day for today. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I think there is MotoGP today, is there not?
I'm not sure, but I still need to go watch the last bit of the of the 12 hours.
Awesome. Good. Well, thank you, Bertus. Thanks, Russell, for your hard work in the back end there. And thanks to everybody on the YouTubes and the families for the donations. We'll catch up again live Wednesday and Thursday next week. So enjoy your day, and cheers from us here at Raceface.